Glorious day to you, my friends. Katia atahari achakatukuria sha'anatiareta. Welcome to Shine Stargate. Heart, illuminate your natural essence. Niakatukuria cha'asahieta, where we are exploring our heart centers. Nihakatiare hashakatu urio tuto. And to see what our heart center wishes to reveal to us today, we are using the magical chant Om Mani Padme Hum. We are chanting it 108 times using the mala of joy, hukasaya akatakitieria, and we're doing it for 108 days. And we are on day number 62. If this is your first time, the mala of joy, we break up the 108 seeds into 9 groups of 12, where each of the 9 groups represents one of the chakras in our Merkaba, our light body, our ascension vehicle, where at the bottom of our Merkaba is Vasundhara, the Earth Star chakra, connection to all of our ancestors, connection to Mother Earth. Any life that has ever happened on planet Earth, we're connected to it. And it's the density. Water is life, my friends. And then we move up to Muladhara, the root chakra, and then up to Svadhisthana, the solar plexus, or the sacral chakra. See, it's the English. Sooner or later, they'll step in and start talking. The sacral chakra, where the self is established. It is the water chakra, and there's a light rain going on here. And the star of the show, pansies, blue and purple. If you go down in the description and click on the YouTube link, it's to the Sanskrit channel. They're talking all about Vishuddha, and it talks about the color of Vishuddha, which is this pansy right here. And then we move up to Manipura, the solar plexus chakra, our intention, our will, the fire, Nyaryoko. And then into Anahata, our heart center. And currently we're dealing with Vishuddha, Niyatyoko Hroto Urushaha, day 61 to 72, Utukurishahayatokura. And then next up is Anya, or Agnya, the third eye chakra, Sahasrara, our crown chakra. And then at the top of our Merkaba, we have Vyapini, the soul star chakra, the goddess who is everywhere, our major connection to everything that is out there. In each of the chakras, we have 12 seeds, and we break up those 12 seeds into 4 groups of 3, and where each of the 4 groups is modeled after Sama Vriti Pranayama, where we breathe in and we hold our breath with a full set of lungs, then we breathe out, and then we hold with an empty set of lungs. We're in the first 3 days, so we're dealing with breathing in the energies of Vishuddha, which is the sound chakra, the Akash chakra, the truth chakra, the purity chakra. We can purify things with our words, with our thoughts and our words. And sound is a vibration. And what's so interesting about sound is that this vibration, this oscillation, carries energy. And this energy is transported via the physical realms, the lower chakras. The heart chakra is air. The solar plexus chakra is fire. The sacral chakra is water. And the root chakra is earth. Our voice, the chanting from our voice box, ni, kor, or shahaya, or light language, or anything, is causing the activation. It's causing the reverberation in all of the media, the air, the water, the fire. It's how the energy transfers, and this is how we are commanding the universe. And this isn't the egoic commanding, I want it and I want it now. This is, we've already worked on all the other chakras where we've harmonized those those elements, those senses. Sehikoturi shakata. And now we've shakata, atakashkisa, atakuarahasayarata, where we're learning more about the senses and we're having higher thoughts about the senses that we're feeling, and we're tapping into the other senses that we have. Niariyoko shohotoko. And with the Akash, read the description. Sat Chat Nipuram talks about all the powers that come with meditating on Vishuddha, practicing Vishuddha. And I don't like the term, but mastering Vishuddha, because all we're doing is practicing it. And simply by practicing it is we focus our awareness on it and we chant and let our inner being do all the magic. That's a simple, easy solution. But we have access to the Akash by thinking and by speaking it. We can access all the lifetimes. And especially when working with either the Akashic records or ancestral lines, and healing ancestral lines. There's so many times that we, as a human being, that we've learned behavior from our parents, and they've learned this behavior from their parents, and then from their parents, and their parents, and it could be a positive behavior, or it could be a negative behavior. But understanding those, and understanding that this physicality, our DNA, carries those vibrations. By having a higher viewpoint and by aligning our head with our heart, and by seeing things through our heart center, we can see the value in our ancestral history. We can see the gratitude of who we are and who we have been and what this physicality is. And because of our connection with Vasundara, we're just recycling all the elements, and the elements are changing form from helium to hydrogen to other things. And the earth is doing this with pressure, with time, with other things. Somebody once said that some of the air that you're breathing may be that Genghis Khan once breathed the same air. Well, yes, in some sort, but guess what? The trees here, they've changed this carbon dioxide back into oxygen, so they've already rearranged those molecules. But they're simply the same, a different rearrangement of the energy. This is the same thing we can do with our ancestral lines. It's the same thing with our higher thought process. Once we get into the heart center, we stop. We slow down our monkey mind. We practice. We're into our practice. We start practicing and becoming more aware and more in control of our emotions and our lower chakras, and that we're not governed by them. We're aware of them. We take their input and we make decisions in our conscious mind unified with our heart. So our inner being is collaborating instead of fighting, getting that contrast. We're collaborating with our inner being on how we view things, how we create things, how we heal if we're healers. And we learned in Anahata that we can see inside another person's being. And if you do Reiki, you're sensing it. And if you do Aquarian fire, we teach this on how to see inside the other person's being. And how to bring it back into balance. How to alleviate the non-alignment. Let's just simply call it that. We don't want to interact with any other vibrations because we just want to return to our vibration, our core vibration. And that's all the work is with our ancestral lines. And it does not matter who started it or when it started. What matters is you are here and you are now. Are you breathing? Are you focused on this now? Are you in alignment with your joy of your inner being? Right then and there, that is the divine healing that we all need in this now, because that allows the love that's necessary in this now to come out. No karma can exist in this now when we're in alignment and this love is simply being and expressing itself. That is the simple truth of it. The true light, the holy fire, the unconditional love, it's the greatest force in the universe. And our ability to bring it forth, allow it to be our eyes, allowing it to be our heart, is our true authentic self. And when we see that all this physicality is simply yet another viewpoint of the energy, just like the tree changes the carbon dioxide into oxygen, it just rearranges it. We can see this energy in any way, shape, or form. We can see the gratitude in our ancestral lines. We can see the trauma in the ancestral lines. 11:11. What you seek, you will find. So why not find that loving abundance in your ancestral line? Because there was so much love that came down through all of it. All of it. In every aspect of your being, in every aspect of your cells, in every aspect of these molecules of the air. By us chanting Om Mani Padme Hum or any other mantra, this tool of the mind, we are aligning ourselves gently and naturally with that of our inner being, which sees the true essence of everything. Which is why, by working with Vishuddha, by focusing on Vishuddha, and allowing our inner being to reveal the truth through Vishuddha to us, not as a goal, just as a byproduct of us chanting, a byproduct of us breathing, and setting one seed of intention at the beginning. We're working with inviting the energies of Vishuddha. It's as simple as that. The rest of the work is being done by the universe. Pizza a sohuturu. Kashakata, it was just 1, 2, 3, 4. It's as simple as that. Nihakaya shukuta. So I'm doing a lot of talking. They say they're done. Thanks for watching. I see you. When you're ready, kiso utara arahana akatira haskatatiriyata. Naya akatakara tata. Relish your ride on this planet Earth. Nihakotura hashaya. So I invite you to close your eyes. Nihakotur hushan ananiria tatata. And to relax. Whether you lie down, whether you sit, iskotatar harshan antatiriata hatikiriata. And let us focus our awareness on our breath. Nihokuturu hushaya atakatakirta. As we slowly begin to deepen our breath. Nihoturu hashai hatinata arahatara. As we feel how it feels to breathe in. And we feel how it feels to breathe out. As we feel the cool air entering our lungs. As we feel the warm air leaving our lungs. As we feel our rib cage expand as we breathe in. As we feel our rib cage release as we breathe out. And a few more breaths on your own. Now let us focus our awareness on our heart centers. For in our heart center is the home of our holy fire. And our holy fire is the source of our bright light. And although the light, our inner light of our inner being is bright as bright can be, life happens. And dis-ease happens in our chakras, in our vision, and outward expression of our inner light. Dims naturally through this experience of life. Without any judgment. Sometimes life is messy. But every breath that you take, that we take, with intention, fans the flames of our holy fire, removes debris in our chakras, clears, purifies in our chakras, and therefore brightens our already bright light. The perception from outside is that our light is brighter, and maybe even in our third eye, that our perception of our own light brightens. As we invite and allow the holy fire to flow in, through, and around us all, in every way, and everywhere, and everywhen. Completely, naturally, effortlessly. And we ask the holy fire to only allow in that which is for our highest good and the highest good of all. And I invite you to start the divine flow if you have not done so already. Let us take the energy in our heart centers, and let us move it up through the chakras, purifying each chakra, and eventually getting more pure holy fire. Let us move it up through Vishuddha, and keep moving it up through Anya, Sahasrara, and through Vyapini, and keep moving it up through the realms of existence, and then go into the source, the highest source of consciousness, which is the home of the holy fire, which is also called unconditional love, where there is no judgment, where there is no ego, where it always respects free will, and where the power is unlimited. Let us bring back more pure holy fire down through the realms, through Vyapini, purifying it, through Sahasrara, purifying it, through Anya, purifying it, through Vishuddha, purifying it, through and back into Anahata, our heart center, thoroughly combining the energy and purifying it. And let us ground this energy effectively and purify the lower chakras. Let us move this combined energy down, down through Manipura, purifying it, down through Svadhisthana, purifying it, down through Muladhara, purifying it, down through Vasundhara, purifying it, and then grow roots from Vasundhara, growing roots down into Gaia, down, 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 deep into the heart of Gaia, wrapping these roots around the heart of Gaia, giving Gaia a great big hug, and bringing back her grounded love. Bringing it up through the root system, through Vasundhara, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura, and back into Anahata, our heart center. Thoroughly combining this energy. And let us turn over to our inner being, to continue this divine flow, without any conscious thought whatsoever. And on the breath out, with intention, let us push this combined and purified energy out of our heart center, out of every one of our chakras, out of our physical bodies, out of our energetic and auric field, and out into every aspect of our awareness, in every way, and everywhere, and everywhen. And let us create in our mind's eye a chest of your creation. It is created in your imagination where you have total control and total power. And where all creations are safe. And let us put in this chest all of our anger, all of our worries, all of our fear, and all of our doubts. Everything on our to-do list, everything on our shopping list, our homework list, any stressor whatsoever, anything that might happen the rest of the day, tomorrow, this weekend, next anytime in the future, and anything that has already happened today or last week or any time in the past, let's just put it all in the chest. Let us also put in it our grief, our shame, our guilt. And let's also ask our inner being and allow our inner being to also put in what it feels no longer serves us, or what it thinks might distract from the chant, from the meditation, from our breath, and from our time with the energy. Soko otoro hushaya, tina atakashayata. And let us close the lid on this chest. And let us set it aside. It shall be there for you at the end of meditation, if you so desire. And don't be surprised when you check this chest afterwards if some of those things were released automatically. Because they truly no longer serve. So we will start off with one Aum. We will chant Om Mani Padme Hum 108 times using the mala of joy. I shall keep count. I shall chant. And maybe the muses will be speaking light language. I will let us know when we move up through the chakras, and I'll let us know when we hit the last one. And again, we will close out with one Aum. And a breath in for Aum. Aum. Starting off with Vasundhara, and a breath in to chant. Tahara arhaskana atukuru urhashashai ekatar arkana hasiakato.
Du oro, tu oro, utuku oro.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Sahasa akayatatare hatakariyatu ur
Padme
shahekana
Hum.
arhatakur hotora.
Utu uchuka atuku utu chuchuka utu utu.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Huturu urkana hasae.
Mani Padme
Tachahatara
Hum.
arkananiri arhatakaturo.
Niaria tuku ure. Ishana okutuku ura.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Isnaya vrokuka kedia na shia sotuku
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Aturu urhakana asa eata. Shasha shahea aturu to
Om
arhata.
Mani Padme
Nuri iri
Hum.
akotuku chichara. Tuku iacha anyati tuku amaoti.
Om
Yana
Mani
onkuata.
Padme Hum.
Bukatarandresi imanoku shiti seteveki iki kuatarkiara tarviana na hai
Om
esoto uvretiki.
Mani Padme Hum.
Haturuto kosha. Askana hatare hetoro ushana hakai.
Om
Turi ikini atuku
Mani
nicha.
Padme
Ariari
Hum.
ini atiki ana ukuhuro.
Vishia sotuku davanda
Om
iki wareti
Mani
sotuku shatatanda
Padme
viateki iwayata.
Hum.
Isohuru utahai.
Moving up to
Ashahasa anataka
Muladhara.
eso utatatara
Om
hatata.
Mani Padme
Tujahan tahai
Hum.
tikindi sukuto unga te tinjata to u ainta.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Sihiatara ashkanai
Om
aretakatutu uhutata
Mani
atashakaya.
Padme Hum.
Muora sanna tokotuchi. Tiara kotora ana diata
Om
kahano
Mani
na
Padme Hum.
Vodere yande eke uku veritia sette kiento
Om
ushata.
Mani
Levrutu
Padme
itiando sava ebete
Hum.
ondaka eve borutu utatai.
Sahai e saharate.
Om
Chai
Mani
hiatar askana
Padme
hasa e
Hum.
tariataha.
Handi
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Chinda nikit a dungwat.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Duhuro o tu saniata.
Om
Nari
Mani
tikinia tokoto
Padme
chuchu.
Hum.
Maoro u saniate ka ona miatak ata.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Sahaya ka atuturu shana. Vitikyara
Mani
asahaya ka
Padme
taturu sha.
Hum.
Ai ini ati tuku u.
Moving up to
Mahai ni
Svadhisthana.
itikata a.
Om
Usunor utukura
Mani
asania
Padme
kitaka a.
Hum.
Hushidvan besiturkupa para vegeteko. Ivo uadrabamba o sutati iwara vidio wara drusa dava ambara yutruku uaravana a ua.
Sihiariata atari.
Om
Chitiariata
Mani
aturu urahasa
Padme
kanata
Hum.
ata arashahia.
Muhudu ura satatarias.
Om
The tuhushinta
Mani
altu
Padme
kukuhat.
Hum.
Muhud wat imda isanti kumbawa. di chindo bukabo.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Ushtarva ki turku ravar patrishito shata yetu shata baratu tarkete wa
Om
shumurva
Mani
tarishutu tu
Padme Hum.
Sihira hasa e katar. Shoto roto otar sana.
Om Mani
Shaheta
Padme
ratata
Hum.
ratata.
Hasana tataresa.
Om Mani
Doho
Padme
hanaya.
Hum.
Maharati niyatakakuchu. Ha ugo oto
Om
ushashanyataka.
Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme
Hatuturu
Hum.
shaya saatakana hasa e. Shataka rata asana hatata rata.
Om Mani Padme
Uro
Hum.
uro tukunu chushu tukuro tukunu ku a tuguatiania. Hohia nugo
Om
ibiano uku
Mani
no utuku ura
Padme
asana ata
Hum.
indaka antuko uba. Daka na achik.
Moving up to Manipura.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani
Sahe arata
Padme
arshahanata
Hum.
kohroto. Shotor u tanahata kahesha. Sihiria nata
Om
atata atara
Mani
arshkana hatutu.
Padme
Uta
Hum.
warata atiriara.
Nutukura
Om
anania taka a.
Mani Padme
Iania tuku
Hum.
asana a. Lira nakiti kura. Asa ana iya.
Om
Tuhu
Mani
uamba
Padme
ata a.
Hum.
Sa a.
I vigiando su con le vrebiata tassia wai. Nia
Om
fruti siarki shiam
Mani
nia soto ko
Padme
satarada mariana
Hum.
naka yeti yeshito santa kavara kinna hai.
Hatuturo.
Om
Sha
Mani
kanahasa
Padme
atatiki tanahati
Hum.
ariata.
Ju uchu o tuku imia. Hoho
Om
jujia.
Mani
Na hua jamia.
Padme
Jiji
Hum.
aiwa tuku a mio a taite wa ete. Iwa a tuku a ia taka a.
Om Mani
Hurriata
Padme
kati sintia shoto
Hum.
osta tivianta riki itrutas tala vreti ki wayan riki shito soto la vrebian riki shoto
Om
asa la vreti katu
Mani
unta vreti kaham si
Padme
vreti udara
Hum.
santa va ebiki itruto totonana.
Turoto orhashaya.
Om
Tu
Mani
o tukura
Padme
tuku
Hum.
tukura. Asana ia taka na ia.
Ibu tuku
Om
navar
Mani
ibiki
Padme
uta
Hum.
reputunana.
Moving up to
Isora
Anahata Atakashaya
Om
Natakashita
Mani
Atara
Padme
Kita Takasha
Hum.
Nati Ririshaiza.
Utia tuku ana haya. Ia
Om
nama ku ora.
Mani
I ina
Padme
hata
Hum.
kutuko kutuko.
Vegeta kia soto reveki no
Om
revete ki shitruta
Mani
sata vala vata
Padme
ku shita tava samti
Hum.
iviki oto do kutara mando parte ki to gua.
Hisa
Om
Hanahatikea
Mani
Chodoro
Padme
Tata
Hum.
Arsa Shashaya Akateta Tora Hona Asahya.
Om
Miana
Mani
a
Padme
sania.
Hum.
Otu a sayaya. Dodo mua te tikia. Tutura
Om
asana.
Mani Padme
Vujiata
Hum.
salevri tuku deata ki shiana masa vata tiana.
Huturu
Om
Hasa
Mani
Chadhiti
Padme
Arhanata
Hum.
Aturo Koto Urhasahya.
Miano kotuku.
Om
Iana
Mani
machachia. Tiki
Padme
ana o tuku ura
Hum.
ma o sokura. Asanaya tuku no mo ota.
Uvarava
Om
dia tuku varava
Mani
varivi no
Padme
varavata ki no no
Hum.
udrava.
Hatu Toharhasi Shatanata
Om
Atihya
Mani
Tohoto
Padme
Utharha
Hum.
Shahya Asana.
Kiania tuku niata. Isinia tuku yasia. Kiania tuku ya bia ito nuku yawa. Ya nahatata a.
Viukko toku sieltä sitten vielä tutareti tuota suutu tiedon tuurata.
Moving up to
Hututu
Vishuddha.
Hushaya. Ta Tenahetur. Machatakasa Atakanahasasiara Hatatea.
Kinani o chuchu. Pakitiani o tuku a tia tichi. Tichichi tiania tuku a.
Hu vedere tieto tu vada bataka te utu ada dama toku uta satamba utu tsata te uta to bamba utu usu tutua.
Sihiara Hatata Arshaheko. Shanahatataka. Shayata Arihiso. Utukuro Dohaya.
Mia tuku ani chikiara. Iana tuku tukura. Siamnia tekate i. Alia kanibia te kono odor.
Vijnea sato osa lavarakai. Mea to osa te viena nihishia sato sata. Lero tako osa talavreshinia siti triviano sata tavati no kua.
Hatuhuasha. Satakahatatira. Shoshohoto Ur Hakai. Shanahatati.
Miniati hotuku chuchuro. Asana niataka. Miato tuku ura sana na keti miati kero konogoro shonogoro tanara.
Huturo husha nahasi. Yaya hatara rakana. Otahata tahashishia. So sakanata takaya.
Miato ku uno ya. Asana ya a. Oto. Mia na kotoko.
Moving up
Uturo
to
utanahata
Anya.
tigireta. Shoshoro uranata ata shiataha.
Miati ata kotukura. Misini ata kotuchuku. Lari ata konu. Amani ata kata. Isana kotuku.
Ishnaya soto yadravai yoto shota santai kito tutua rishana satata vayata ku usa tatashi tietorua yanaravas.
Uturo hurtanahatita. Kushahanata atakiara. Shaya atata.
Mi iti ita kunu patikiti atak. Nuchka atan may chuchko. Ahrana yana kata.
Tia vatsandalarheto ku usa tai shiana satavo utananaha.
Isahatatiarahati. Shashahanato urohoda. Saya hatakaya shoro.
Uma umtete. De himjo antunja. Kahang dai setuko onch. Amta amjinig antodoya.
Usta varasinta avakatatteketoranda shini isi shialla havuutorotastetianda okuanda varti i.
Huturu utana. Zai hitarhasha. Zatakaya toro. Utanahashia.
Naharata si. Miaria tukuana. Yata a. Maana yata kotoko ora.
Vai, itu ku taratas tataku
Hatutur
Moving up to
hashanahase.
Sahasrara.
Tati harata hasa. Shoshoho toro.
Muuru uru satukura. Maha udo chichika anua. Ini chika unu udo sunu akakura anasa.
Miskananas kadivat sui jaskivianta ku uskambari viesu utrakashi tu yakiviasantai.
Hatun na ta arsh. Naska hasa ash. Sohutu ur ash. Na tihiria ash.
Hasanai tata. Sosonyata.
Om Mani Padme
Nasanatia.
Hum.
Wasaya naya. Doso naya dianaya.
Om Mani Padme
Sinayalokote
Hum.
Akashi leveata tosuai. Biandi isi virakino kushata
Om
sablivian
Mani
sinai
Padme
tohai.
Hum. Hatutur Hushaya Sa Nantikia Rasa E
Om
Shoshata Ur
Mani
Hawa
Mani
Asa
Padme
No to Ur
Hum.
Hasuake
Miana utuku ura. Maharatiki. Tu
Om
usha
Mani
anayataka.
Padme
Uno
Hum.
asa naniyatakama.
Ivisiktiana na shuaya sitiliera ku.
Om Mani
Ietikia saniara
Padme
ki shoto
Hum.
suntavalabia takaya ni i shotoai. Miavrukuta santa iki shitio sunto
Om
variabiana na i
Mani
urvaribiana na
Padme
ha.
Hum. Hatu Rosha A Sikanata Arhatakate
Om
Tiriata
Mani
Anahatakahe.
Padme Do
Hum.
ujuchika a. Miania tuku juchika a
Moving up
tuku
to
oa. Mjia
Yapini.
mea tuku di chichika na
Om
chichikata.
Mani
Uti mjia tuku no
Padme
chichika na
Hum.
aluku tuku nuch. Mjia tuku no chale chichika na otutuchu. Mjia tuchika a tanakutu.
Om Mani
Ushnaya
Padme
sitia vla
Hum.
kurietianda ki shua satavala hindia to sutuku vapa ribianda kashitia soto uvalavi
Om
ikioto
Mani
sutavamanaha.
Padme Hum. Sahasa Iata Arya Chohotoro Hokatahana. Isahakashayasa. Om
Uruku
Mani
tuura sana.
Padme
Mjia
Hum.
nanukutukata a. Isha ananukutuku pukutu anieta. Ichia nakutuku o. Aluku
Om
no uchuk ali
Mani
minakutu a.
Padme
Nietiki anieta
Hum.
taka a.
Uska avribtiu toku uja de vieta santo uvala bretiki to usata
Om
tadavatadande
Mani
iki vatravata ku
Padme
usatavarai.
Hum. Sahasa tar hechukohota. Asana hatar hisho.
Om
Sur hasha
Mani
akayeta
Padme
aresaya.
Hum.
Shashaya atakiera.
Miaro kutukura sania. Tutukuri isiana
Om
kutukochuko ora
Mani
ari imkata
Padme
a.
Hum.
Sonnom okanoya.
Iskaravitiki narashatata savlareko toku usaravarandi i
Om
diator kuravanna
Mani
hashiti seto
Padme
usatava anta di
Hum.
idrua.
Suhutur hushanata arhakati. Shahayata a.
Om
Suhuhudu
Mani
utanahatatiriya.
Padme Hum. Po uru sotatea. Chichikata tuku chichisinta adida. Tukura zikana
Om
chichikata tu.
Mani
Uru
Padme
bitikirani atakana a.
Hum.
Last one.
Miasavala hate yatruku
Om
usatavala brikiana
Mani
naha.
Padme
Avjiato soto
Hum.
avalabritiki iniana sati i. Vle etruku sata via shata sami ni ruatavasantaha.
Inner breath in for Aum. Aum. Stay here for as long as you like. Nihoroto orahashayakataha. Maybe even pause the video. Huturu hushananata karita hariatakato. Spend as much time with the energy as you like. Nihoro hushahayataha.
When you are ready, Nirocha Atara Hekanaha Sayarata. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Nihuru Chukohutoko. Conscious breath. Nihiri Achahagarto. Slowly bring your awareness back to the here and now. Huturishkatiyariata. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe invite in some gentle movement. Nihitukuriotohuta. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes and welcome in the new now. Boy, wasn't that a trip. Congratulations, my friends. We have completed day number 62. It's going to take a little bit to unpack what I received. When we got to Anahata, I was jumping through portals and timelines. It was hard for me to keep track on what we were on the count. Luckily, they were doing the chanting, so it was a trip. It was a trip. That's all I got to say. I'm going to do some journaling tonight. I encourage you to journal. As a gentle reminder, be easy on yourselves. This is simply a practice of the mind. We're exercising our tools of the mind. We're chanting, we're breathing. And when we get distracted, the only solution is to simply return our awareness to the chant, to the count, and to our breath. And it fixes itself. Those thoughts will go away on their own. And then when you're in the zone of the chanting, who knows what magic can be revealed to you? I see a whole bunch of energy over there. And again, Vishuddha is the sound chakra. It's the Akash chakra. It is the first chakra when we're in the Vijnanamaya kosha, when we're in the higher realms of the higher thought, of the higher consciousness. We are thinking only in terms of this physicality. That's why we're entering into the fifth element of the Akash. Not saying that each and every one of you is an Akashic librarian or will be able to receive information or read the Akashic records. Your heart will tell you if that is in your ability. It is one of the abilities that we teach in the highest levels of Aquarian fire. Because the Aquarian fire is, the holy fire is unlimited. It is simply yet another tool of our mind and our consciousness to access all that is. And this Akash, this ether, this unquantifiable realm of thought and non-thought, where we can access it over time through alignment and through listening to our inner being and through the allowing of it. That's all light language is. That's all channeling is allowing our heart center to speak by opening ourselves up and pressing the easy go button, and then get out of the way. Keep it spiritually simple. If there is a simple answer to the question, run with it. You can choose the complicated answer. We as humans love the complicated answer. We love to talk things over to death. And if it makes you feel better, talk it out. But if that easy solution, that pressing the easy button, and okay, well, we can talk about the problem, or we can get back into alignment, because that is the only solution that Abraham Hicks
supplies. It just means it's time to get back into alignment. On your next breath, focus on joy. And how can I bring it forth in this now? As simple as that. Anyway, I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss. I thank you to the pansies, the Vishuddha pansies. I thank you to the muses. I thank you to the chantings, the wind chimes, the wind, the rain, the four winds, Nihakotukuryoto. And I thank you, my friends, for sharing in my highest bliss, Nihakutura. The birds confirm. They say you're welcome, Will. It's our pleasure to join you. So Shaila, and make it a great day. Because why would you leave it up to anyone else? 51:15.